So here we go, number 3. North Carolina wins the opening tip, and we're underway. Trying to drop that pass down deep. Cadeau on the baseline. Another pass right back to Lubin for the slam.
It is a small thing, but a great job by Elliot Cadeau with the pump fake to get the shot block and Malawacz in the air.
James Proctor, Knipple, who was marvelous yesterday. Evans and Malawacz. Knipple coming off 28. Proctor, a little hesitation, and it drops down. By the way, it looks like he is dying to take that warm-up off and get in the game.
I'm going to tell you right now, he is struggling, having to watch his brothers on the floor.
You know, over the top for Lubin. He had a couple of monster dunks yesterday in the first game of the ACC tournament.
Elliot Cadeau is letting it be known he is going to live in the paint throughout this game.
North Carolina seeking their 19th ACC tournament championship. Their first since 2016, trying to get into the championship game. Gungba downstairs, beautifully run and laid in by Proctor.
Offensively, and deliver a strike to Tyrese Proctor off a nice cut.
Hooper flag, and when he's in there, their chemistry is so tight. Man is free downstairs. Washington will slam it in. Back for Knipple outside the 3. Carolina fans love the defensive effort, but in the end, Duke lines up with the basket and driven in by James. Foster has been trying to find a role for himself all season long after starting 15 games last year. That's swatted away by Lubin.
And numbers for the Tar Heels with Gillis down in the backcourt.
Wow, tiptoeing in, and another goaltending. He was in a wheelchair for a while on his way to have an x-ray. The x-ray was negative. He's responded well to treatment, but not going tonight. There's the slam by Powell.
A beautiful find from Ben Allen Lubin. The nice cut by Powell. Everything that they've done has been in the painted area, not really getting much going from the perimeter.
Knipple catches, fires, got it. A 3. Out with a shoulder injury. Tipped away by Foster. Working on Davis, he'll lay it in.
It's important for him to be a part of this rivalry, and he's come in and given them good minutes early.
Trimble, what a determined drive. He laid it in and took the foul.
To get a win over the rival Blue Devils, Seth Trimble attacking Common.
James will back it out. 7 to get off a shot here for Duke. James steadies, fires. And it'll go down. He got it off in time. Here's Gillis. Malawacz right back up, and down it goes. Lubin's having, as we mentioned, an outstanding tournament. Back-to-back double-doubles here in Charlotte.
Elliot Cadeau's got to be careful, OB. He's already playing with 2.
Knipple got a great look. Absolutely buried it. So they've been good for a long time. 27 wins now.
Yeah, Brad Brownell's done a tremendous job, as has Pat Kelsey. Tough trying to figure out who the coach of the year was this year.
Knipple swish it in from three-point land.
It's the guy that won the ACC and had a 19-1 record, and is putting in Patrick Gumba.
Wow.
In place of Common Malawacz, and has developed Gumba him all season long for times as such. And Gumba stands. We talked about the freshman from yesterday. Patrick Gumba was 3 for 3 from the field as we watch R.J. Davis.
On the drive and the kick, here's Cadeau. Yes, a 3.
Needed that. The first made three-point field goal for the Tar Heels in this game. The Tar Heels have made more threes in a 5-year stretch than they have in the history of this storied program.
Finally made one, their first, and a big drive by Gumba for 2.
Getting a second chance opportunity.
Proctor taking on Davis chest to chest. Gillis, and looking for the slam. Malawacz, great adjustment. Proctor again, spinning and kicking.
Another offensive rebound by Malawacz, and showing off the soft touch once again. But he is locked in on the defensive end now, trying to help his team get a win.
Knipple banging with Jackson and bangs it in. Tar Heels in need of a hot hand. Davis blocked by Malawacz.
Trying to trail the play as Common Malawacz cleans up the mess, denying that opportunity.
Foster blowing by and lays lays it in. Man, as he brought some energy.
North Carolina getting anything they want on the interior. There's another one now, 9 of 12 to Ben Allen Lubin, but I'm not sure twos are going to be able to beat the Blue Devils.
Tom Knipple, big-time drive for another bucket.
Especially
of 25 points or more. That's an all-time ACC record. James off the hesitation, beautifully done.
And smart play by James. He gets Withers in the air. Withers already playing with 2 fouls. Fortunate not to pick up one on that last possession.
Got to get a shot up, though. 6 to shoot. Never got to the iron. Malawach will take a long one and bury it from 3.
And why not?
As he goes to the bench. Lubin, nice pass. Withers to the other side of the iron for the lay-in.
Against Auburn at home, they had been tested, and so now that is showing up. It hasn't happened much this year.
293 games, I think it is. So that should be a terrific matchup. The tip is going to be up and in by Lubin. Do they belong in the field?
Cutting the lead to 15. Now the Tar Heels will go to their full court pressure. This is how you have to attack. If teams are going to press you.
Each region, then at 8, the women's bracket of 68 will be revealed. Carolina on a run out. Trimble with the slam.
Seth Trimble is the best one of them all. And he's showing. You're going to have to rely on some miscues from the Blue Devils to try to get back into this game.
James will go right to the 10 and lay it in.
And this is smart play.
Proctor and Malawach ready to check back in for Duke, and they turn it over. Trimble into the lane, banks it in, and a whistle as well. Here's Proctor. Keeps on dribbling, and a great job by Malawach. Into the paint, picked off by Gillis.
Now the 10th turnover for the Tar Heels, where each and every possession on the offensive end becomes extremely important, trying to catch up to the Blue Devils.
Knipple again. Man, do they love to run that play. Those two are Batman and Robin.
They absolutely are. And Superman is out. He's cheering for him on the sideline.
On the drive, off the window, pre-shot by R.J. Davis. Gungba handing off here for Proctor. Proctor drives, using the glass, a sweet shot. They could have tripped up Duke, but it really hasn't.
Another one.
Another slam by Gungba. He has 8 points. Powell nearly lost his footing. Very deep down for Lubin in the basket. Proctor knocked away and stolen by Cadeau. He's got Powell, and he'll lay it in, and a foul. Well, they've rallied to cut the gap a little bit. Under 7 minutes, Lubin lost the handle on it, picks it back up, and scores again. North Carolina has rallied to get it to 10. Evans with the, up and over the top for Gungba, and a slam. So a quick strike for the Duke Blue Devils. Here's Davis. Cadeau open, drains it from three-point land.
The Tar Heels have made 3 three-point field goals in this game.
In the first half. Inside once again, Gungba real active offensively.
How about the
a dozen points?
Performance from Gungba.
Cadeau trying to use the screen. Under 5 minutes to play. Trimble airborne, banking it, no. Rebound up and in by Lubin, who's been everywhere. Here's Trimble, fast break, and a foul too! Proctor with it. Malawach rolling again, a pull-up pop, and it'll roll in. Nice touch by Proctor. Spectrum center. 10 to get off a shot now for Carolina. Cadeau on the drive, right by everybody.
Elliot Cadeau has been the star in the second half for the Tar Heels. A tremendous amount of heart in this second half to make it a one-possession game.
72-69 Duke. High post once again, Malawach. Knipple was demanding the ball, went to save it, he's on the line. He turns it over. North Carolina has it, 13 turnovers for the #1 team in the country. Back for the heels. Powell lines up a long one. He can't hit it. Malawa's got a real high for that board. Now 5. Knipple drives it. Still on the move. Can't finish it.
And they're going to get the foul on Malawat. Seth Trimble coming in, gets the rebound. And it couldn't have happened better for the Tar Heels other than Seth Trimble being down.
The power to get it to Knipple anyway. It was just about automatic at the line. Trimble drops in #1, 72-70. Trimble 82%. And sinks it. 72-71.
That he still can run after the foul.
In for Knipple. Still with it. Got it free. Proctor over to James.
Now you want a foul.
Now you have to with 21.7. 75%. Too strong.
And you want to go to attack.
And a timeout. Carolina takes one with 17.6 to go. Knipple on him. Here's Cadeau. Ten seconds to play. Cadeau gave up the dribble. On the moving side, Lubin, and a whistle on the play. With 4.1. And a foul on Duke. 2 shots. 4.1 seconds to play. And trying to tie it here. He can't do it. He has another one coming.
Oh, no.
A whistle that won't.
Oh, no.
And North Carolina moving there in the lane.
Dalen Withers tried to fake. And it's a lane violation.
Withers with the violation, he moved. And despite the make, which would have tied it, they wave it off. Couldn't get it in. Still looking. And does get it into Knipple. That's exactly where they want to have the ball at 92% at the foul line.
Running toward the basket.
And Knipple drains the first.
A free throw to try to disrupt.
He makes them both.
Gumba on the ball. Try to disrupt any good look down the court.
3-point lead. Trimble getting a timeout immediately. Looking to get it in. Here's the shot. That misfires off of the rim, and that's the ball game. Duke hangs on. They win it 74-71 and move on to the championship game here in the ACC tournament. North Carolina with an opportunity at the buzzer.